country, with the country which loves peace in that way. But you see the entire Indian history after 1947, that every decade, either of the one, a war is there. And India had to fight a war, whether it's on the compulsive mode or whether forcefully we are into that war. The second important question today that we are thinking of just after the G20 summit, most interestingly or importantly, that India believes in soft power diplomacy. But whether India is really believing the soft power diplomacy, and we are talking about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is from Mandukya Upanishad, and it is written long back when philosophers used to think that the entire world is one family. But do we really believe that today, in 2023, India is having the potential to display soft power diplomacy? Now we have to understand these questions repeatedly. Now I just give one more example, that if you see the context rather, that what is our relation with our neighbors? Because you cannot go beyond your neighbors and have a philosophy like Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We have a good relation with our neighbors, but India definitely have contributed much in this relationship with Maldives. But you know that India cannot sustain its relationship to some extent with its neighborhood or maybe the extended neighborhood. We used to see a very old movie by Kapun Sinha, and the writer was Rabindranath Tagore, that Kabuliwala, once upon a time, that the Kabuliwalas used to come from Kabul to Calcutta. And you know the entire incident if you read Tagore's that book, that Kabuliwala from Kabul was very reluctant to go back to his country again. And he resembles a young girl over here in Calcutta with his own girl in Kabul. That was the time that India really believed in the understanding of great philosophies like Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. But today, when you want to become great, that greatness must have a potential to become a great too, because the philosophy must be there. With fragmented sections, with fragmented ideas, what Tagore has repeatedly said, does India have the potential to become or to reach that position? Again, you see the security stance. If you see the Jammu and Kashmir area in the 1962 war between India and China, in 1963, there is a place called Shashgaon that has been given to China by Pakistan as a gift. Now, we are dealing with China now. Why Shashgaon is important? Because 150 glaciers are flowing from that Shashgaon area. And what is the warfare today? Based on what we fight the war today? We fight the war today for microchips. Now, China is today having both fresh water, because Shashgaon is the source of 150 glaciers, which are the source of fresh waters and also the sand. So the microchip warfare has already started. So within this purview, can we sustain ourselves with only service industries that we are having in India today? But we are fragmenting, we are breaking India in very many ways. We are not supposed to speak everything rather, maybe as a student of political science. Because what we will teach in political science textbooks or international textbooks, it must be the idea of the social scientists and the learners. These texts must not be the government propaganda materials. So when you talk about, it is very unfortunate. Sometimes we read certain government propaganda materials in NCERT book, in social science, in political science, and civics. These are very unfortunate for us. In many of the Western countries, this does not happen. They talk about the subaltern philosophy, because every man, every Indian is having his own story, own life, own history to tell. That must be recorded. Now, when you're talking about security, as I've already given you the stance, that in the neighborhood, when China and India is having this kind of relationship, what will be our position? Again, in northeastern region, you know that when India initiated Lupis policy, there are certain initiatives like K2K initiative to BIMSTEC, to Mekong Ganga, based on which we initiated the good relationship with the northeastern states, or to develop the northeastern states, establishing railways over here. But today, when in Manipur, So many people have died. Government of India has not taken a single action before the final outburst in the voices of the common people. So the violation of human rights, the fragmentation, because India is a secular nation, we have to understand it, as Sam has already pointed out. This secular idea is not very easy to identify. We may have our ideas, we may have our belief, and moreover, as Tagore has said, you know that there was a time when Japan was rising, when Germany was rising, when Italy was rising. If you read Tagore's essay on nationalism, you will find India is never a nation. France is a nation because French people, they speak French language, and that's why France is a nation. German people, they speak German. That's why German is a nation. But in India, we speak so many languages. We have so many identities, and we have to believe into that. That's why Tagore has said that India is a concept. So to sustain a concept cannot aim to become great. Concept is a concept. Concept is a narrative that has many more things to give to the world. What Tagore believed, what Vivekananda believed, what Nalan Fakir believed, what Kabir believed, and these are the ideas we have to give to the greater world. Even what Daulat Qazi Razia Sultana believed. So these ideas are very, very important ideas that we need to sustain today. As Tagore has said. And again, India is a historically given land guided by the Constitution of India. We cannot go beyond the Indian Constitution, even if we want to become great. So greatness lies in the heart. Greatness lies in the passion of India, in the sentiment of India. And superpower, there are so many